weather. So sunny. Oh my god, isn't that place beautiful? It's so sunny today, I love it. So today I got cakes. I am gonna do an unboxing first, just because they look so good, so they deserve their own intro. These are called little biscuit things. I think this one is raspberry, peach, and lychee. Put that over here. They're so fancy with all their individual boxes and stuff. Oh, so good. Oh my god, it smells so good. Ooh, it's like soft as well. Like a soft cookie. This one has 24 karat real gold leaves on it. And I think it's got peanut butter and salted stuff. No idea. I just buy it and then I like forget. And it doesn't say on the receipt. Ooh. This one is beautiful. I mean, if I can open it. Yes! This one is peanut butter and pretzels cake. And from the Hummingbird Bakery, I got a classic that I've had before. I mean, if you clicked into this video, you would already know what it is, but it just looks so good. But I'm sure it's a lot of food coloring involved. I can't even open. Okay, maybe I can. Oh. If you can see, it's rainbow cake. Come on. And it has a surprising flavor. It's bubblegum flavored, so that's weird. So, just a little fashion show. Look how big these are. The peanut butter one is gonna be so good. I have a feeling it's gonna be my favorite. But I also got boba. And the one I got today is mousse tea with green tea down the bottom. I love mousse tea. I believe in like Taiwan or something, it's called nai gai. So they have a thick layer of milk on top of green tea. So thumbnail time. Wait, let's do another one. I don't know where to start. I'm gonna start with these small ones. So beautiful. It's like art. Imagine if it drops. I would not be able to deal. This one looks so good. Oh, and it matches me today. Harlem bling. Oh my god, am I gonna get copyrighted? Buttery, soft. Chewy. I believe it's raspberry in this layer. This looks so good. It's like a pearl. Come through. Oh, it's a little rose petal. Am I supposed to eat that? Oh my god, I'm like so excited. Is it gonna pop? Oh my god, it popped. Wow. The inside is like an explosion of lychee. Oh, I love it. Wow, that's so good. I really like this one because it's not like overly sweet. It's very like fruity. This is so luxurious. Beauty guru. I love gold. Shout out to Trisha Paytas. Wow. Okay, it's very peanut buttery. It's chocolatey. I don't know what to do with this. I'm gonna like gold. I had such a good day today. I did morning yoga at like 6:30 in the morning. Not even at home. I went to like a skyscraper to do it on the rooftop garden, overlooking like the whole of London, like London Bridge, the Shard. It was really like peaceful because it was like before anyone else went to work and stuff. But it was quite intense. Like some of the stuff was quite advanced. Although the last one was like fantastic, this one is also like, I would recommend this one. Because it's also like not too over the top like sweet, but it's got some nice peanut butter flavors, and I don't know, nice and soft. I should use a spoon. I think the correct way to drink mousse tea is to just like drink the mousse on top. Focus! Yeah, so it's like a really thick layer of milk, which is really yummy. On top of like green tea, so it's like neutralize it. It's not too sweet. Or too sickly. I think in Asia they make the mousse tea with like cream and cream cheese and milk, I guess. Look at the texture. It's really good. Itadakimasu. It's nice, not too like overpowering. I feel like with cake it's easier to eat if you like lie them down, but it's not as pretty. Okay, I'm gonna do it anyway. The cake is really good. The cake itself, it's got like dark bits in it, and I don't know, it's got some syrup, I guess. It's got some like salted, maybe it's like salted peanut butter. Just got home from a driving lesson, and then I went to the library to do research on my coursework. Oh, it takes so long. Oh, it tastes like coffee actually. Maybe the dark bits is coffee. But yeah, it's just like when you feel like you're just reading stuff and like none of it starts to make sense because you've read like a lot. That's when I was like, I think I'm gonna go home. I have a feeling it's definitely coffee. It's like nice and coffee-ish. Pretzels is such a like hipster thing now. They put them in cereal, put them on cakes. The reason I like put all my hair in my hat today is because yesterday my hair was like not cooperating, like it doesn't go where I want it to go. So I try to like put on a cap to like tame it. Oh my god, look. In between the cake layers, there's frosting obviously, but they put little pretzel pieces in there with peanuts. But surprisingly, it's not like too rich. Like it tastes quite grown up. Unlike this one. This one just looks good, I feel like. But it's bubblegum flavored. It's bigger than my head. The weather in London today was so beautiful. Like, it was still windy and everything, but the sun came out. And I shot some clips when I was walking around the city. And it was like, I don't know, like very spring-ish. Spring's around the corner. Or maybe it's already here, I don't know. You can hardly tell in England. Food coma. Oh yeah, I was talking about how, like, or why I was wearing my hair like this today, because for so long, like for a few months now, that I've been having my hair like, you know, parted and down and stuff. But yesterday, I realized when I have my hair like all up in my cap like this, and I took like a selfie, and it looked like one of the characters in like the series, like the TV thing that I was obsessed with. Like, the character's name is Yingzi, and I felt like, oh my god, like this is my opportunity to volunteer as tribute. So I was like, oh my god, yeah. Because I'm sure people, like, when they're growing their hair out, they always go through this phase where they just get bored of looking at the same thing every day. But I'm not willing to, like, cut it all off either. And it took me so long to grow it out. I mean, I don't know, I don't look good with, like, super short hair. I mean, it's just because I have a hat on right now. But without it, it would look really, like, weird. I am so full. This is ridiculous. Do you guys watch the Korean mukbang broadcasters? They eat a lot, but I think they spread it out over like 2 hours or something. It's very interesting how that all came about. I don't know how you become good at it, because it's like, at the end of the day, it's just like eating, but they're really good at it. If that makes sense. They're good at like broadcasting it, and I don't know, it's like a show. But I was looking at my demographics, and I actually have people watching me from the States and from Japan and from Korea. I was like really, like, you know, happy about it, because I thought it was just gonna be like very local, like maybe England or something. But it turns out I had viewers from America and in Asia. These cakes are so big. It's like a whole meal. I'm just looking at that thick frosting and I'm like, I don't think I can. It's like, that thing is full of sugar. They're from different shops, and I feel like this one, they make their cakes like too sweet, but at the same time I couldn't resist because, I mean, look at it, it's so beautiful. It's clickbait. That is so creamy. It's like making me sick. Ugh. Let's try this one. Ugh. Oh. Not bad. I can't taste the bubblegum yet. Maybe it's all in the frosting. I mean, look how intense that is. They must have put a load of food coloring in there. I don't like the frosting. It's too, like, sickly. But I like tasting the rainbow. It's so artificial. I bet it's so good for you. I'm writing an essay on children's development in future thinking. So their ability to sort of experience events that are possibly happening in the future. That makes it different from just pure imagination with something that might be like entirely impossible. But this is them sort of pre-rehearsing something that is happening in the future in their heads. And right now I'm writing an essay on different theories of how this skill develops in children. And there's different theories behind this capacity. But it's a very young research topic. Like, it's only been around for the past decade. In psychological terms, it's like an infant if you've only been around for 10 years. And also, what makes it difficult is the methodologies that they use to test this phenomenon is not perfect. So, their definition of their future thinking abilities, what they use to test this ability is not always a pure measure of this. It's always, especially in children, it's confounded by their language abilities or confounded by other cognitive abilities. So on top of people not knowing how this skill develops in children, they also don't really have a way of perfectly measuring future thinking in children. So in a way, that makes the essay more interesting and easier because there's no definite answers, and also it's what the subject is about. It's about like taking some theories and comparing it to other theories and sort of acknowledging what they're inferring, but at the same time critically evaluating it and then comparing it to other theories, and then in that way, and then, you know, something new is born. So there's never some one explanation that, you know, fully explains a phenomenon, especially something to do with your mental capacity, because it's never a clear cut because there's so much individual differences. You know, you could find everyone having this function working in this part of the brain, for example, and then you will always find a separate individual with like a completely different pattern. And so that's why this subject is interesting, because there's always exceptions, and the brain is so plastic, meaning that it's just so flexible in the functioning. Like, for example, if something's not working, you can have compensatory mechanisms. So it's never like a clear cut, like in the same way that you would study other parts of the body. Like the brain, it's more, there's more leeway for other possibilities. I don't know where that came from. I think it's just me avoiding eating this huge cake. But tonight I was reading, you know, some articles on this topic, and it's not the worst, but I just find it quite tedious sometimes. If you go from article to article to article, you just like lose track of the arguments and stuff, and you just want to go home and chill, which is what I'm doing right now. Surprisingly, this cake is not throwing me off that much. I think as long as I avoid the frosting, I'll be fine. I look so sleepy. But do you know why? It's because I am. I feel like there's a shadow over me. Nope. Just me then. I watched Modern Family last night. I feel like the last 2 episodes and the promo for the new episode, I feel like they're sort of going in a way that where the comedy is like not as smart as before. I don't want to be like, you know, like negative or whatever, but I feel like maybe they're running out of stuff right now, and maybe after like season break they'll come back with like hilarious episodes. And I also caught up on the housewives in Melbourne. Gotta say, they're so crazy. the show's editing doesn't help, because there was literally a scene last night where it was like 7 women yelling towards each other, but you couldn't make out like what any one of them are saying. It's just literally 7 people arguing with, like, within themselves. It was hilarious, but what was even crazier is like all of a sudden someone comes along from within the group and it's like, okay, ladies, I want to invite you to my wedding. And then all of a sudden, like, everyone just stopped arguing and like started acting really fake again, like like laughing. I mean, I don't get how they can have like a real argument while at the same time like smiling and stuff. Like, I don't get it. Like, if you have a real problem with someone, a lot of them don't say it, and a lot of them still like hang out with them and stuff, and that's what I don't get. Like, but I mean, let's be honest, it's a show, it's for ratings. I mean, in real life, they're probably just kind of normal people, just ridiculously rich. And I feel like it's the same thing with all of the housewives. They are all very rich. Some of them are frauds, like some of them are not rich, but like they're trying to, you know, show off, blah blah blah. But sometimes that catches up to you and hits you in the face. But anyway, some of them are really rich, but money really can't buy you fame. I mean, unless you have such a successful platform like the Housewives series. And that's why these women go on these shows, because they have the money, but I think they want the fame as well. And I mean, it's really working out for a lot of them. That got deep. I mean, the cake itself doesn't taste like anything, which I kind of like, because if it just tastes like sugar, I would be like dead. Like, literally. Did anyone watch the Ariana SNL episode? It's so good. I mean, I love her anyway, but she's just so talented. It's not like, I don't like her solely based on like the fact like, oh, she looks good, or blah blah blah, or I don't know, whatever. But it's just like, I actually really like listening to her songs. Not her songs, but like her singing. And most of the time she sounds better singing songs that are not hers. Because I think the record labels, they have to make something that's more like catered towards the younger like demographic. So it's like pop, like very, I don't know, very like from the same mold sort of pop songs and stuff. Whereas she can do like, she can bell out like a ballad, like a power ballad, and it would be like amazing, like a classic. And I've actually met her before. Here's us. A lot of people think it's like, a lot of people think that in that picture I was just taking like a photo with like a cardboard cutout, or like a computer, like, you know, when people like shop it. But no, that was her. And it was, I've got to say that it was really surreal meeting someone that you only see on Instagram or see on YouTube, and then you see them in front of you, like they're actually a real person. And it was really cool because she was very relatable. The way she talked was just like how I would talk to like my friends, like kind of like in a not serious way. Like, she saw me and she was like, yes, like she did very normal stuff. Whereas, I mean, if you were expecting to meet like a star, like so-called celebrity, I think a lot of people sometimes would expect them to be like, you know, just very emotionless and unapproachable. But I mean, she was, in a good way, like very surprising, like pleasantly surprised. I talk about so much random shit in my videos. This is actually starting to like grow on me. I mean, grow on my cakes, am I right? But I need more cakes because I feel like I've lost weight recently. Oh, okay, here it comes. I just had like a gulp of its like frosting. It's like sickly. So refreshing. I'm so full. It's not even that I'm full, I just feel very like, you know, when you just want to lie down and do nothing because you're so tired? It's kind of like that, and food doesn't really help because food gives me major food coma. So green, it's like literally grass. I think I'm gonna have a lie down, actually. I might finish these later, but I feel like I need a nap. Is this video long enough? I mean, is it a rule that I have to finish it? I mean, no. But, thanks for tuning in yet again. I will see you in my next video. Byung. Oh, happy White Day. I think that's the 14th of March, which is a month after Valentine's Day, which is like a thing where, you know, people return the do you know what I mean? Whatever. Happy whatever that is. Byung.